#1. Bang, I rep BGE forever. Do the that nigga foot to the pedal. I rep BGE forever. Do the that nigga foot to the pedal.
Fucking Brick Squad, Waka Flocka and Frenchie them and shit like that. Nick Minaj and then when you know all that little wave was going. Yeah, kinda got where I think Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano was like the diamonds in the rough, bro. After that. That really the real.
We catch the feds lying because they own paperwork just show that they lying. And to get to the bottom part of this, because this is insane. And what's alleged out of here is even crazier. So, affidavit in support of application for criminal complaint. Brittany Garcia, the special agent. She says she's a special agent with the FBI and worked with these cats since 2022. So she says, I have used various investigative techniques such as interviewing witnesses, interviewing defendants, conducting surveillance, and executing search, seizure, and arrest warrants in my federal investigations. I am familiar with how criminals use their cell phones, vehicles, and social media accounts to facilitate the commission of these type of offenses. And she says this affidavit,
is based on my personal knowledge as well as information provided to me by other law enforcement officers and other individuals who have participated in the goddamn investigation. Since the affidavit is being submitted for the limited purpose of establishing probable cause for a complaint, I have not included every fact known to me concerning the investigation. Based on the facts set forth below, there is probable cause to believe that on or about January 10th in the Northern District of Texas and elsewhere, the following individuals.
Crime. Affidavit is based on my personal knowledge as well as information provided to me by other law enforcement officers and other individuals who have participated in investigations. So it goes on to say, based on the facts set forth below, there's probable cause to believe that on or about January 10th, 2026, in the Northern District of Texas,
I'm sorry.
and elsewhere, the following individuals violated 18 USC 1201 A and C by knowingly combining, conspiring, and agreeing with other persons.
Is these niggas social security numbers? What's that? Oh, it's a data, bro.
Known and unknown, to commit offenses against the United States, to wit, unlawfully seizing, confining, inveigling, decoying, kidnapping, abducting, or carrying away for ransom or reward any person. Then it goes on to name all of these cats. Probable cause. Overview of the kidnapping. On January 10th, 2026, at approximately
4:50 p.m., man, the victims who will be referred to throughout the affidavit by their initials are collectively as the victims. This nigga Roger Davis, which is goddamn Gucci, man. I don't know who the fuck is MM and BP. Let's see who they were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio located on Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas. This location is within the Dallas division of the Northern Dallas District of Texas.
Approximately 4:50 p.m. Victims who will be referred to throughout the affidavit by their initials or collectively as the victims RD, which is Roderick Davis, that's Gucci Mane, MM and BP were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio located on Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas. This location is within the Dallas division of the Northern District of Texas. At approximately 1 p.m. on January 10th, 2026, the victims flew into Dallas, Texas alongside RD's head of security. Pay attention to that. Hereinafter referred to as CW, and other security officer hereinafter referred to as TD. For
this nigga had 2 securities with him. He flew in motherfucking Dallas, man. The nigga landed at 1 o'clock, bro. Goddamn me, January the 10th, 2026, man. Gucci Mane, man, he flew into Dallas, man, alongside his security guard and his other security guard, TD. We got CW, Charleston White, and TD, man. Who is TD, man? The nigga Terrell Davis, man. You hear me? I think that's Rollo name. Anyway, for a scheduled business meeting between RD, Gucci Mane, and the suspect, William Jr., which is motherfucking Pooh Shiesty. William Jr. is a hip-hop artist known as Pooh Shiesty and has been signed to a recording contract for RD
a scheduled business.
So that nigga got a goddamn, this is goddamn Shiesty and Gucci, man. He on Gucci 1017 since 2021. Gucci and Shiesty were scheduled to meet because Shiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from his contractual obligations. Shiesty had asked Gucci to come to Dallas on this date so they could meet about business.
Business meeting between RD and suspect Williams Jr.
Now this nigga Gucci be on time, cause he just landed on clock. This shit say at 1:45, the 2 security guards and the victims arrived scheduled at the meeting location at recording located within a larger office building when the 2 security guards, CW, you know what I'm saying, that name say Charleston White, and TD, man, Terrell Davis, and the goddamn victims, they entered the office building. They realized the recording studio owned by an individual. What? Okay, he name is JN. What? A music recording studio located within a large office building when the 2 security guards and the victims, which is Gucci Mane and the white boys who got their shit took, entered the office building. They realized that the recording studio owned by an individual referred to as JN was closed. They got in that motherfucker at 1:45 and the goddamn studio closed. But Gucci didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? Cause he got his 2 security guards with him. He ain't thinking nothing about that shit, you know what I'm saying? And said that while they waited for the studio to open, the five went to a liquor store and purchased liquor in plastic red Solo cups before returning to the studio. So that nigga Gucci went to go get some drink. Nigga, you heard me? Him and his security guard, and I guess the end of the white boy, the cameraman, shit like that. Right? Goddamn me, Pooh Shiesty daddy called JN. Who the fuck is JN? Oh, that's the nigga who on the studio. Yeah, that's the nigga. Pooh Shiesty, he called the nigga multiple times of the day of the meeting. At approximately 2:53, The nigga who owned the studio answered the phone and learned that goddamn Pooh Shiesty's daddy was attempting to book a recording studio that afternoon for Shiesty and the Gucci to record music. At around 3:15, goddamn me, I done been gone and drunk and shit. Gucci and them been gone getting drunk all day. Well, in these 2 hours, this from 1 something to 3. It's 3:15 now. The nigga who owned the studio come and he opened up the studio for goddamn me, Gucci Mane, MM, I don't know who the fuck that is, BP, CW, and TD are the 2 security guards. So, I open the fucking video for them. Dang. Yeah, about 3:15. Yeah. It's 2:50 something, man. He answered the phone. Yeah. Around 3:15. He opened the studio for them boy. Investigators later collected and reviewed surveillance video, captured another business located in the same office building on the same floor as the recording studio, which shows William Sr. outside of the office building. At 3:27, January 10th, on the motherfucking left. Damn. It said William Sr. appears to be speaking with someone on the film before entering the building at around 3:28. God damn. At approximately 3:39, the video arrived with the production. When the employee arrived, Pooh Shiesty's daddy, Pooh Shiesty and his daddy were standing at the back door of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Him and his dad. Approximately goddamn 3:43, goddamn Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, and Big John and Big 30. Hold on. Big 30, Johnson, Wader, Johnson. It's a lot of these motherfuckers. They entered the east side of the studio. The target suspects walked through the lobby area of the office building before going inside the studio. So they done came in through the back way of the studio, Big 30 and them and shit. Then Gucci and them done came through the lobby. He could be seen on the video X in the office building shortly. Alright.
There after returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. Suspects walked through the lobby area of the office building before.
Yeah. With dreadlock hairstyle later identified as Gibson can be seen on video exiting the office building and shortly thereafter returning with a bag slung over his shoulder.
Going inside the studio, left. One individual with the dreadlock hairstyle, later identified as Gibson, can be seen on video exiting the office building and shortly thereafter returning with a bag slung over his shoulder on the right. So as you can see right here, this is whoever the hell they talking about. Then it says the 9 individuals entered the studio's control room where inside the victims were watching a football game. CW was positioned in the studio lobby while TD remained in the vehicle they arrived in. Depicted below are photographs of the studio lobby, left studio control room, right in studio recording room, bottom taken from Dallas Police Department, DPD. Body camera and crime scene photographs captured on the night of the offense. The victims overheard Williams Jr. talking on his cell phone, potentially with a probation or parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out for rec time. From what the victims could hear, Williams Jr. was informed that was not the case and he needed to return immediately.
This shit crazy. So this motherfucker, this nigga crazy. This nigga is on the phone with his probation officer, Pooh Shiesty. He's on the phone with his probation officer. And she telling, and he like, I supposed to be able to be out. And she telling that nigga, no the fuck you can't be out, man. You gotta get your ass home. This nigga on the phone with the probation officer before he robbed Gucci. Man, this shit crazy word, man.
Williams Jr. agreed. Williams Jr. was wearing an ankle monitor, leading the victims to believe that Williams Jr. was on house arrest. RD told Williams Jr. they could reschedule their studio session, but Williams Jr. requested to speak with RD privately in the attached recording room. RD agreed, and they entered the recording room with Williams Jr. Williams Sr. and Wright. Meanwhile, MM and BP remained in the control room with 6 other individuals and continued to watch the football game. BP offered to share the liquor they purchased with the target suspects, and at least 2 accepted. I don't know why I'm like kind of giddy to read this. My bad, y'all. Grabbing the red so with 6, but Williams Jr. requested to speak with RD cell phone, potentially with a probation or parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out for rec time. From what the victims could hear, Williams Jr. was informed that was not the case and he needed to return.
Nigga, the victims heard that nigga talking to his probation officer. And the probation officer tell me, get your ass home, bitch. Shiesty, you ain't supposed to be out there like that, Shiesty. Go home, like. Nigga, yeah, you with Gucci, but fuck that. This ain't no fucking rent time, nigga. Take your ass back to the halfway house. This nigga won't even go back to the halfway house, man. He trying to rob Gucci.
Turn immediately. Williams Jr. agreed. Williams Jr. was wearing an ankle monitor, leading the victims to believe that Williams Jr. was on house arrest. RD told Williams Jr. they could reschedule their studio session, but Williams Jr. requested to speak with RD privately in the attached recording room. RD agreed, and they entered the recording room with Williams Jr. Williams Sr. and Wright. Meanwhile, MM and BP remained in the control room with 6 other individuals and continued to watch the football game. BP offered to share the liquor they purchased with the target suspects, and at least 2 accepted. I don't know why I'm like kind of giddy to read this. My bad, y'all. Grabbing the red solo cups and making a drink. Inside the control room, Williams Jr. produced purported contract, termination, or release paperwork from a bag and told RD to sign. When RD declined, Williams Jr. became agitated, and the pair started to argue. MM and BP could see inside the recording room and initially believed RD and Williams Jr. to be discussing business, but
MM and BP, who the fuck is them? They can see inside, but they can see inside. Like, who fucking them? CW and TD is the security.
As MM saw the conversation intensifying, he texted CW, who was still in the music studio's lobby. As an argument inside the recording room ensued, Williams Jr. instructed Wright to get his bag. Wright complied. Wright complied, leaving the recording room before returning with the bag. Williams Jr. then pulled what appeared to be a black-style AK pistol from the bag and pointed it at RD, demanding again that RD sign the contractual release paperwork. RD complied, signing the paperwork for Williams Jr., while Williams Sr. and Wright stood by RD. Was not allowed to leave the recording room while he was held at gunpoint by Williams Jr. Wright pulled out a cell phone and purported to record RD signing the paperwork while being forced to say that he released Williams Jr. from their contract. After the release was signed, Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. After RD signed the contractual release paperwork, Williams Jr. provided the paperwork to Williams Sr. and asked him if the paperwork was good. Williams Sr. advised that the paperwork needed to be dated, so Williams Jr. then forced RD to add a date next to his signature. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified, and share all of this stuff. Later identified as Waters, as also being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm. Video, but this the video that, while being forced to say that he released Williams Jr. from their contract. After the release was signed, Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. After RD signed the contractual release paperwork, Williams Jr. provided the paperwork to Williams Sr. and asked him if the paperwork was good. Williams Sr. advised that the paperwork needed to be dated, so Williams Jr. then forced RD to add a date next to his signature. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified.
This shit guys. This ain't
Find and share to keep your people aware. There is so much more to go. I know this.
Yeah, this shit wild. Like it can't be real, bro. That nigga Shiesty get all that shit.
Further identified an individual he knew as Baby Slime 375. Later identified.
Who the fuck, Baby Slime? Oh, it is a lot of Glizzy 375, Baby Slime 375. I look at Jones.
Identified as Johnson as being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, and that during the control room's robberies, Johnson possessed a firearm and held BP and others at gunpoint. Both MM and BP identified an individual they knew as KD, later identified as Waters, as also being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm and holding them at gunpoint. MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulting in scratches on his neck and wrists below. MM was robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple other high-dollar watches, Apple AirPod headphones, and his wallet at gunpoint by Glover. MM confirmed his Louis Vuitton bag, AirPods, and wallet each had an Apple AirTag, a location tracking device attached. Got him as...
Damn. Yeah, don't steal no Apple shit, stupid. Stupid. Why the fuck you gonna do that?
You know this shit.
It's all traceable, nigga. That's stupid as shit. You niggas stole this man this motherfucker iPods, bro. His iPods. All that shit got an AirTag on it. His headphones. They got a goddamn AirTag on the bag and all that shit, bro.
Containing multiple other high-dollar watches, Apple AirPod headphones, and his wallet at gunpoint by Glover. MM confirmed his Louis Vuitton bag, AirPods, and wallet each had an Apple AirTag, a location track.
Motherfucking criminal don't be thinking these days.
Well, come on, man. Why would you steal that shit? Oh, that shit is like a damn tracking device, man.
Device attached. Got him as the altercation inside the control room ensued. Wright walked over to the studio door to the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. CW and TD, the victim's security guards, watched Wright barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering. With handguns drawn, CW and TD managed to partially open the door, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. RD was pushed onto the couch into the control room, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of the firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the control room and the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance footage, the target suspects left the studio and office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. So as y'all can see, this is these cats leaving, all ski masked up and shit. Exterior surveillance videos recovered from a neighborhood building showed a white Buick Enclave, a black Dodge Charger Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a distinct roll bar affixed to the bed of the trunk, traveling northbound shortly after the Exterior footage, we already got that part done. Sorry, I had to take a call. So y'all can see these are the vehicles leaving. According to law enforcement databases, Wright's father, also named Rodney Wright, owns the 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat bearing the Tennessee license plate. So that's how they got him for that. They go on to say all of this shit basically, well, we'll just read it. Forget it. License plate readers basically got all of that stuff during a relevant time period, in particular, a 2:18 p.m. scan on January 10th, 2026 captured the Charger following in close proximity to a black Dodge Ram bearing Arkansas license plate.
Niggas had Texas, motherfucking Arkansas place. Memphis niggas get down.
The Dodge Ram appears to have same distinct roll bars as the Dodge Ram captured on surveillance video near the offense location later that afternoon. LPR scans around 5:04 p.m. on January 10th, 2026 placed the Charger traveling in close proximity to a white Buick Enclave bearing Texas license plate. The Enclave returns with Hertz Rental as its registered owner. On or about January 14, investigators subpoenaed the Hertz Corporation. Basically, they got the car and then found out that Williams Sr. was the person who rented it on December 29, 2025, with a return date of January 11, 2026, which is insane. The records further revealed the Enclave was still rented to Williams Sr. at the time of the January 10th, 2026 kidnapping and robbery. Location information provided by Hertz in response to a search warrant. We go on to say Williams is currently...
These motherfuckers get a car back the day after the robbery. Nigga, we know it's you.
Serving a 63-month sentence. So it goes on basically to talk about how Pooh basically was serving the 63 months for his old crime. And then it says, Staples on the day of the offense at approximately 1:50 p.m. Williams Sr. was seen on video entering Staples. Basically, his rented Buick Enclave can be seen on surveillance video parking near the front. Basically, it's just telling cats that he went and printed the damn contract, right? So then cell phone records, that's going to show everybody that was there. You know what I mean? The records indicate Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson traveled together from Memphis to...
Motherfucker ain't had no computer at home. He could have this shit out on, man. What the fuck?
Basically to talk about how Pooh basically was serving the 63 months for his old crime. And then it says, Staples on the day of the offense at approximately 1:50 p.m. Williams Sr. was seen on video entering Staples. Basically, his rented Buick Enclave can be seen on surveillance video parking near the front. Basically, it's just telling cats that he went and printed the damn contract, right? So then cell phone records, that's going to show everybody that was there. You know what I mean? The records indicate Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson traveled together from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas in the Dodge Charger Hellcat. So they go on to talk about all of this stuff on January 10th and how all of this crap basically went. So then it even talks about Williams being resided prior to, and this is what's so crazy about this shit, bro. And I'm gonna break this in a little bit. I'm gonna show you all the pictures of it. But Williams Sr., Williams Jr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, all these cats, the Dodge Charger Hellcat and Dodge Ram, are in the area of the Windrose Tower, a location Williams Jr. resided prior to moving into his new residence at 12 Cowboys Way in Frisco, Texas. They all traveled together to the area of offense location, arriving at approximately 3 p.m. The data from Williams Jr. electronic monitoring device and location information for the Buick Enclave aligned with the cell phone records. So they all go on to say that they got there.
Ankle monitor is aligning with the cell phone. This shit crazy. I mean, if you don't give a fuck about how you do the crime, you don't give a fuck about getting away with it. I mean, hey man, do your thing, my nigga. You niggas who ain't give a fuck.
To the area of the offense location, leaving at approximately 4:50 p.m. to the area of the Star in Frisco, Texas, arriving at approximately 5.
Or at least if you smart, if you one smart criminal, just don't bring your phone. When you around all them niggas doing all that shit, leave your phone where the fuck it was at. Get that hoe later. Like, hell nah, I was at this spot, sleep all day. I went, hell nah, my phone was pinging right here. I wasn't even with them niggas. Like, shit, you can't say that all y'all nigga phones.
5:07 p.m. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., right? All these cats. I'm not going to read all this stuff. Basically, it just goes on to say. So then on January 24, 2026, Flix North America Inc., which owns Greyhound Bus Lines, responded to a subpoena with records documenting that on January 11, 2026, that these cats got on a Greyhound bus from Dallas to Memphis. You couldn't even get these cats no goddamn flights. It's not that expensive.
I rep BGE forever. Do the that nigga foot to the pedal. I rep BGE forever. Do the that nigga foot to the pedal.